gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to GITEX 2017. So, how has the last 1.5 day been for you?
The last 1.5 days has been fairly active, walking around, catching up with things. Obviously, the first half day isn't too busy for sort of talking to partners and guests and things. It seems to be the local networking day before it really kicks off today.
And if you see the theme of the show, it's about reimagining realities, right? How are you as a company, as Carbon Black, how are you reimagining realities in GITEX?
Well, I think one of the big realities in the market and the world today is the complete failure of traditional antivirus solutions. So in the last year, you've had a big uplift in non-malware attacks and ransomware attacks in particular, which are causing a lot of people. So we're helping people reimagine today's reality by helping them solve some of those really important business problems.
Coming to you.
Yeah, from a distribution perspective, we have the channel that is there ready to help enable that channel to make them understand that the traditional antivirus solutions that they've probably been selling for many, many years actually aren't relevant anymore. And they need to think about how the new generation of antivirus solutions and endpoint solutions being able to detect and actually work out how we're going to fix those solutions in real time is a way that we are helping Carbon Black enable that market.
Right, so 2017, as it has been termed as a year of transformation, right? Everybody has been talking about transformation. So, since we have both of you, okay, so as a partner, as a VAD, what kind of, value have you brought to their portfolio in 2017?
In 2017, yeah. Well, we already have a very big partner base. And we are, being a security-centric distribution company, we are able to look at where we can actually take the Carbon Black product and place it within the right industries, the right business partners that will actually be able to add that value to Carbon Black and be able to help develop that market. We have traditional EV players that have got very, very big corporate enterprise infrastructures already there, and they see the value of where they can bring Carbon Black in that will actually complement their current portfolio and integrate with the strategy of those large enterprises. And we're seeing a lot of traction with those guys. So I think that's really where we can add that value.
And coming to you, how strongly have they helped you, in establishing your portfolio in this market?
Well, so Carbon Black's been present in the market since 2013. We've had local people on the ground, so we're not new to the market. But for us, the big transformation this year is actually working with Westcon. So we changed our arrangements at the beginning of the year. These guys have been on board helping us drive the market since March time. So that's really the big change for us this year. Obviously, later in the year, myself, I've come on board to help lighten the load on the existing people we've got in region and really align, work with Westcon at really driving our channel forwards.
And and if we talk about the various crises that happened of late, be it Petya or Equifax or anything, right? Humans have been considered as the weakest link, So, can we have a concept that an organization is ransomware proof? Is this a myth or a reality?
I think it's fairly not reality. This is our specialist forte as a vendor going to the market. There are 3 solutions in our portfolio, and although some of them may not be as fashionable these days, things like whitelisting with our Carbon Black Protect product, if you find our existing customers that have widely deployed that solution across their endpoints, which is where the weakest link sits and interacts with the company's IT solutions all day long. Those companies typically don't have ransomware problems. They typically don't have issues with non-malware attacks hitting their infrastructure because they're very effective at preventing it.
So, like once the attack happened, like everybody was on a troll. Like what could have been avoided, what should have been done. So like you being a vendor, what do you advise your partners or your customers, and like what steps or what activities should they do to avoid this kind of crisis?
I think they need to very seriously consider their existing endpoint security suite products, because they're completely failing most customers these days, all customers. The traditional vendors just don't protect, and people should be looking at next generation solutions and other tools like whitelisting. If they're still not there at the intellectual level where they realize that they have to replace them, and they're still looking at an augmentation process of where is my gaps, then they should be looking at products like carbon black response that provide additional visibility to the endpoint environment, so that you can, it won't necessarily prevent things from occurring, but as soon as they do, you've got visibility, you've got the early warning systems being trained, you've got visibility into the unusual behaviors that are taking place in the endpoint.
Yeah.
So sorry, continue.
No, I was going to say, just adding to Christian's point, I was going to say that it making sure that our business partners are educated to actually understand how each of the different security products they actually sell actually work within the eco-structure of the company they're actually trying to protect. Because they could actually invest in the best suite of products, but it's actually educating them enough to actually be able to implement correctly as part of an overall security strategy. And that's where we come in and add that additional element from a distribution perspective. We have an ATC, we do penetration testing, we help our business partners to actually find holes in our end user community. Not because we want to expose them or make them think that they've got problems, but we take that data back to people like Carbon Black, and we're able to actually help with their strategy. So it's an ongoing process that we continually have to do, and it's not something you do once and go, I'm fixed. Because as we know, all the threats and all the malware is evolving. They're becoming cleverer, and the strategies that they're using to either phish or to do whatever they need is always evolving. So making sure that they're continually evolving their own infrastructure is a good way of making sure that there's no holes, and we're able to help fix it.
So if I can ask you, because as you said, you work with a broad portfolio of vendors and partners, right?
Yeah.
So when you go to the market to the customers, what is the one differentiating factor or one strength which Carbon Black brings to you as a vendor?
I think Carbon Black have got a very unique offering. And in this market, people like to adopt that market-leading technology. So by positioning Carbon Black along with some of our more traditional products, we're able to actually show how that first point of contact, especially that endpoint, where it's very, very important. It's always seen top of mind by a lot of people, where if I protect the endpoint, I'm making a very good start to my strategy. So by putting something on there that not just actually detects, it defends, and it also then is able to make sure that it takes it out to the entire network and say, right, I'm not just protecting this one particular endpoint. I'm actually saying, I found something, I'm going to fix it, and then I'm going to distribute it to make sure that nothing else can affect it anymore. Then you've got that second, third, and fourth layer of security behind it, which actually emphasizes and helps push that. I think that's where we can do it, because we have that entire suite, whether it's from SIM all the way to endpoint. We're able to manage, detect, and bring that all together. I think that's where we can add that value.
Right. So, for the upcoming 4 days, what kind of customer conversations are you planning to have?
I'm primarily meeting partners rather than end customers. I have colleagues doing the customer side of stuff. That's my focus. So I'm actively talking to some prospective partners who are looking to change their existing sort of endpoint strategy in their portfolio. Carbon black defense is an exciting, market-leading next-generation AV tool. They're looking to get that into their portfolio and start driving success with it. As well as meeting our existing partners. We're not new in the region. We've been established for some time. We've got some strong partnerships, very effective partnerships there. We're just looking to take those to the next level now that I've come on board.
So for 2018, what kind of exciting news can we expect from you on the side of security? How safe can customers be with carbon black?
I think they can be very safe. Our oldest product works in a mode called default denial. Instead of using a blacklist like a traditional antivirus solution, it uses a whitelist which only allows things that you've chosen in advance to run. That's why it's so effective at preventing ransomware and other types of non-malware attack taking place. For 2018, we've got several different products. You'll start to see some further alignment between the existing products, trying to reduce footprint on the endpoint, making life easier for our customers. And also, we're expecting a large ramp up, we're already seeing, but expanding further ramp up on Carbon Black Defense, which is our next generation AV cloud solution. So cloud is just making it very simple, very easy, and very cost effective for people to take out existing antivirus tools and put something in that works.
Perfect, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being with us today. It was a pleasure to have you, and we wish you all the best for the upcoming 4 days.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.